paranormal in your everyday life?
And there's one instance that comes to mind where I was in my old house and I was watching Toonami. It was like channel light, like late at night. You know, it was like 1, probably 2 in the morning, and I was about ready to like find the remote and turn off the TV, and I was trying to find the remote, and my door was open, and I'm looking around, I'm like, where the hell is the remote? And there's like light from the TV going into the wall, like outside, and I'm like, where the hell is the remote? And then all of a sudden, corner of my eye, like a black shadow dashes past my room, and I'm like, okay. And then in this new house, there's in my kitchen, my mom will close all the drawers and cabinets and stuff, and then every once in a while she'll go in and go, that wasn't open when I left. Okay.
Maybe your house is just on a big slant.
Or it's haunted.
Oh, yeah.
More importantly.
Yeah, it's haunted. Haunted.
I mean, the first thing you described is a shadow person, what like a lot of people describe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like that's
An
more
entity.
common than a ghost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good to have at least a little like experience in it and
Yeah.
being spooked.
What about you, Chris? What kind of paranormal happenings have you been involved in?
You know, the normal stuff like flying chairs and talking dolls.
And furniture stacking itself precariously?
Just that boring shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
so nothing to report on.
Nothing. No.
Alright, for me...
Okay, for real. Footsteps in the ceiling. Yeah, I have this attic.
Mhm.
No one lives there, hopefully. Yeah, I definitely heard footsteps in there. That followed me out when I leave. You know, when they happen at least. And what else? I've had things like disappear and reappear, and I've had like my blinds been messed up before. It's kind of freaky, but no, like I haven't seen apparitions or anything like that.
Okay.
But guess what though?
What?
We're here. See the patrols? There they is.
There they go. What about one thing that I was going to include in my experiences with the paranormal?
Yeah, I want to
was
hear yours.
Okay, I'll just describe it so I don't lack on anything. But I was actually over at Chris's house when this happened. We were hanging out. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning or something. We were hanging out in the kitchen, and okay, I'm just gonna turn this around real quick.
Get some shots. So this is the outside. But all of this as well is it.
Wow.
All of this.
Okay.
That's extreme.
And this
creepy.
over on the right.
Holy shit.
They look like houses.
They do.
Well, there's the fire.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty destroyed.
Yeah. This is pretty eerie.
Yeah.
We're actually. I'm gonna. I'm glad you guys like it.
Like is a very strong word. Alright, so back to the paranormal experience, since we got interrupted by actually arriving. Like I said, I was over at Chris's house. It was 1 or 2 in the morning. We were just chilling in his kitchen, and the trash can that's in his kitchen that we weren't near just shifts a couple of inches. Like, we can hear it, and I could almost see it out of the corner of my eye move, and that freaked us out pretty bad. And so we just kind of left the kitchen. But other than that, a couple of times while I was in my room, I heard breathing outside of my window, and I was pretty young when this happened, so I got my dad to go check it out. There's no one there, so it might have been a raccoon just chilling on my window. But then again, my window is like 5 or 6 feet off of the ground from the outside, so I don't see how a raccoon could have gotten there unless it's one tall ass raccoon.
Which is equally as terrifying.
Yeah, I'd rather deal with a spirit than a 6 foot tall raccoon.
But again, like as Damien said, that moving trash can was really weird, you know? And I think my living in my house for as long as I have, which is basically my whole life, has attributed a lot to like why I want to do this, because it's I think it's haunted. My brother does as well. So it's just living in that. It's not like horribly haunted, like things are flying off shelves, obviously, but it's just spooky coincidences or happenings that are just weird enough for me to get like interested in the subject.
We're going into this with an open mind and like an acceptance
And
of
open hearts.
Yeah, of course. But we're going into this with an acceptance of some stuff that happens might actually be paranormal. Not just going to deny everything that happens.
My hands are off the wheel because we've parked and we're here. Jesus Christ.
Do you have a piece of paper? Here. How about this boy?
Jesus.
I'm so blind. Just a little bit.
Oh God, now it's directly in my eyes.
Yeah, that's better for me.
Alright, just don't look at it.
Okay.
Alright, it's been recording, so...
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, what happened?
So we got stopped by security, and he said, oh, so we found a way around, like, we went around all the way to the back, and I didn't even realize that was there, because I didn't see it the first time, and some guard was just waiting there, you know, in a car, and he said, you know, like, if we crawl through a hole or something, or if we go through, he's gonna have to arrest us. So we're like,
Yeah, so apparently where we were, where there were no fences or whatever, it was apparently trespassing, so...
yeah, it was just a dirt track around the asylum, but apparently that dirt track is still like legally inside the asylum. So, which is really weird because anyone can walk on there, and
Yeah, it's
kind
not...
of strange.
There's no signs or gates or anything.
Yeah, we have other footage that we can show you guys from there, from the outside, not from tonight. We can just, you'll be able to see pictures and things from there that can kind of fill you in on what it looks like on the outside if you've never seen it or looked it up or anything.
Yeah, and I guess since the fire, they boarded everything up, so even if we were to get in without any complications or confrontations, we wouldn't be able to get inside any of the buildings, so it'd just be the streets and the sidewalks.
Yeah, everything's boarded up. I think I said February. It's what he said is boarded up. But what did you, Damien, and Nick think about it from the outside?
Oh, just from walking around, it definitely had an air of creepiness, just a general creepy vibe. Got like, it wasn't like a very settling feeling.
I think it was freaky as fuck, basically. A lot of the buildings you could see were just kind of decrepit looking, and the ones that that were damaged by the fire were especially unsettling because it's just they weren't fixed at all. It just looked like, you know, the fire looked like it happened like years ago, even though it was like literally like
February, a couple months ago. Yeah. So it looked completely abandoned, it is completely abandoned, but since the fire happened and they boarded everything up, it looked especially creepy. Yeah.
And
everything looked just completely like ruined.
And it's also like upped in guards too, which sucks.
There's more guards than we expected.
I might come back one day because I don't think they'll remember me. And they'll give me the same, like, we'll arrest you, but not this time, you know? So, we'll see. But there's other places we have on our list to go. Even though this one was kind of a skunk, because we saw like 10 skunks also on the inside through the fences.
The asylum cats.
Yeah, a bunch
cryptids.
of like signs that say don't feed the cats, but I don't think they're cats.
Yeah. All right.
Hopefully later we'll have a more successful night on the next episode of Crypt, because we're still rookies and we're still figuring stuff out, you know?
Yeah.
But, I don't know, stick around.
So, until next time, this is Into the Crypt.